All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Keep playing hard. Now, 180. Cut. Check letter 9.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What is that? 51. Wait. Let him bring it.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
What are you doing?
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Green, triple team.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Flip it. Check nine.
On first down, this is Geis. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
36-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
5 on the 50. 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 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Come on. Sunday. Hey, hey, hey. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ryan Switzer, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lux with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Carr. That complete to Lamar Miller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
We're good. 185. Hey, wait on 2. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shoot. Follow. Check hot route. Hot. Check it back.
From the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Winston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground game now with Geis, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch number 29. Butts it. Butts it. 52. Mark 52. You're trapped. You're trapped. Where do we go?
Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ryan Switzer with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This is taken at the 18.
Get ready.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Good defense holds him to only a yard and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
6-18.
To throw his Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go, G. Let's 7:34. 54.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Cook has it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now. 180. we're good. 185. 50.
On first down, Carr. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
93.
Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He's going to field this at the 4. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. For the younger fans watching this, you might think Vikings, Chiefs, and not see a lot of history in this game, but this is part of the NFL 100 series because these two teams met way back in Super Bowl IV with the Chiefs winning their first and only Super Bowl title. The Vikings, of course, still yet to win a title, even though they made it 4 times to the final game back in that time period. They were in Super Bowl 4, 8, 9, and 11, but went 0 for 4. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side here with Miller. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
This is Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 44, Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
52's the most.
They're not ready for this, man.
Hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
To throw is Winston. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Winston lost the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first and 10, Winston. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready, white 25. Check, 54, light 54. Focus, defense, focus. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Green, triple T. Right there, right there.
Now Winston. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jameis Winston with his fourth touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Vikings take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's
Their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Miller. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
White down. White
54. Watch the screen. Pass.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Minnesota.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Second and 6 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Right, 85. Watch QB drop.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Monday, down. Blue 80. 54 Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Blue 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll toss it to Miller. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Check 24. Monday, down.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Prater for the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Yeah, 15 on it. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the pass.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Winston to throw it this time. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
180. Hey, we're good. 185.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, Collins. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
At the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lamar Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Myles Garrett. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. What we got? What we got? What we got? 5.
And they will take a knee here.
McSorley on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Showing it. Showing it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. And they take a knee.
McSorley on the keeper. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.